He's repeatedly not taken accountability for his actions, deleted accounts and evidence, victim blamed the 14-year-old, and used a variety of tactics to try to shift the blame.
When I was 17, I did like weird shit with a 14-year-old on Twitter DM. Like this person was being very like a pussy and sick towards me. I did something weird.
Wait, do you have all the samples, or is it just the song? This is top-tier audio. I tab in and I goon.
We confronted him privately. He said he would provide evidence to show his innocence. He kept delaying it by saying he would get the evidence, and he used that time to write up a coup.
It's not even that good.
Okay, like, my God. Okay, here we go. Hopefully this person isn't also 15. Are you ready for the Google Doc about how you bully these minors? Yes, I embrace it. Okay. Attached below is a Google document documenting the inappropriate and predatory actions of Fizzy Flux, who is a former employee of Forsaken, by the way, and their attempts at covering it up. Regarding Fizzy Flux in their past, do not harass anyone mentioned in this tweet. Right. Fizzy's response will be covered in a tab later down the line. The responses includes blocking me on Twitter, bringing up the past of a groomed child, saying it was 2 years ago, do not support this person.
What are their ages?
And then, so, my response and explanation, which we can go into in a bit.
So the victim is 14. How old is Fizzy?
Originally.
Yeah, you admitted to us that you knew about her being 14. You had her added on Discord, which you had her age in the bio, instantly posting a response, only to have it be with complete lies. At the time, I was unaware of their age and had assumed they were around my age, 15 to 17. We had been exchanging a bunch of NSFW posts and images as I usually did at the time. This had continued up to when I was 16 up past my birthday when I had turned 17. So did this start when they were 15 and the other person was 14?
Are we serious?
What? Okay, let's make absolute sure that that's the case, though. Okay.
God, please give me this.
For the love of God.
Please
for the love of God.
Be 14 and 16. Like, please, God. Please.
Oh my God, man.
He was a former friend, just had a talk with her ex. She cheated on her with not one, not two, but 3 minors. 3. Tell him to check this. Okay. How old were they, and what were the age gaps? Okay, let me...
Please be 14 and 16.
No. Wait, we don't wish for that. Okay, I love that. Okay.
It would be so awesome.
I don't know if it'd be. I don't like saying it would be so awesome. Okay,
so cool.
Like, oh my God.
We need more false accusations.
Like, this is just what a horrible night to have a curse. Okay, that's how I feel right now. All right, I feel like I'm binge round over here. Like, this is just awful. Okay, like I genuinely like
watch them say they were actually
so
the
horrible.
same age.
Yeah, okay. Like I'm just.
So what is reasonable?
Okay, what is it?
Born in the same month.
It is 15 and 19.
Okay, so one of them was 14, 17, one of them was 15, 19. Okay, we might actually have something here.
Okay, guys, we might have something to work with here.
We got pedophilia here. Okay,
not all is lost, guys. Not all is lost. Okay, wait. Let me also change the name of my stream since we're no longer going over the fucking Bell stuff. Jesus Christ, this is just like what a crazy
poor bastard Bell, dude.
What a crazy fucking beginning of that. Yeah, I feel bad for Bell now, and I kind of understand their position now a little bit of not wanting people to go over it. Wow. Okay. So no.
Jackson just did like the equivalent of like when the police are like they're giving like a dummy drill for like a bomb in the fucking park, right? And she's like, "Oh, your reaction time on realizing the ages was this fast."
Yeah, exactly.
You made it.
In my defense, right? I questioned they were 19 from the start. That's why
fair.
I didn't bother asking originally.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
God. Holy shit.
False alarm.
Okay.
False alarm.
Okay. All right. Let's get back to the game.
I'm sorry that I'm not a drama YouTuber and I don't know how to do
No, it's
things
okay.
like this.
It's okay. See, now you know. Now you know. Now we're learning.
Make an apology video and they'll be
We're
okay.
learning. Yeah, make an apology video to me. Okay.
It's your job, Jackson.
It's my job to program easy.
Yeah.
What does it concern?
Child safety! Child safety! You're not keeping the children safe, Jackson! You're going against them! You're getting them in trouble, Jackson!
Weirdest part of Full Metal Jacket I've ever seen. Fucking hell.
Let me hear
What are you doing, Private
Let me hear your child call out scream.
Get my pizza out of the oven.
What kind of pizza, Jackson? Cheese pizza? Yeah.
Something's weird, bro.
Okay. Here we go. Regarding Fizzy Flux. The purpose of this Google document is to inform people of the inappropriate and predatory conduct of Fizzy Flux, a Forsaken tester and musician. Okay.
They're 19. They're 19.
They're 19. All right. Okay.
I can't say. I don't want to say off to a good start because this is.
Yeah, I'm very scared. So,
Yeah.
Let's see. Check DMs real quick. Thank you for the 5.
Check DMSRN.
You should have the document saying this. If not, I'll send both. If anything was crying all day, just shocked because of this. This guy was genuinely a chill person who just made music. I never knew he did all of this. Okay, gotcha. And then from DOS, we have... oh my god. Did they already respond? Oh, no. They didn't respond. This is from a day ago. Okay, but this is the person who accused the fucking Bell person.
It's seriously concerning how many people are defending Belle because of her age, and will point to the people that were hurt by her point blank. She's 15 and mentally ill. What do you expect? And then act like you're a bad person when you say they're stupid. Grow up, genuinely.
Bro.
Wait, what?
We can't be for real.
That's the person who made the document on the 15-year-old. Saying
I'm gonna predict this person's like a fetus. Like
yes.
This is like
no, they're 18. They're 18, Yen.
What?
Yeah, they're an adult and they're tweeting this.
Yes. This is so bleak. This is so bleak. Like this is what are you doing?
All they want to be is treated like an actual fucking human being, Hippleton.
Well, you know what? All I want to do, you know what? You're an adult, so I'm going to treat you like one. You're a fucking retard. Okay? There you go. Is that good? You like that? My god.
Yeah, this is not good at all.
Yes, this is terrible. Terrible. Okay.
What happened when I was gone?
Like, just I don't even want to tell you.
You can criticize whoever you're accusing or whatever. You can criticize them for being weird, but you can't label them as a fucking groomer or pedophile. That's insane, dude.
Yes. Or even if you don't label them that specifically, like framing them as such is still like terrible, like insane. Yeah. Like,
and when we're criticizing you for doing that, it's because you're omitting very important information and framing it in such a way that it looks perceivably worse than it actually is.
And on top of that, if you're gonna act like we're the dumbasses for not seeing that she was like 15 from like the tiny little thing that you had there, guess what? It is so easy and it takes less than 3 seconds to specify that they're 15. It's called context.
Yeah. You have the summary section and you don't even put...
My god.
We even need to ask. That should be
We shouldn't have
apparent.
to.
Yeah.
Like, my god. Okay.
We spent like a
being
good
under
like
the impression
5
they're
minutes.
19 should be fucking irrelevant. You can just put it at the very top. Or, mind-blowingly, actually state it
Yes.
while we were talking to you in the group chat.
Yes. Okay.
Fucking hell.
This document aims to stay concise and to the point, to inform people of what this individual has done in their past and their attempts to avoid accountability and to hold them accountable for what they've done. This document does not aim to bring physical harm. I would hope not. This document's written by Sharky Leo, this person, who was involved in the other one, which I do not feel great about, as well as a group of other concerned individuals regarding this case. I will narrate the majority of this document, however, as the rest do not wish to be harassed by Fizzy and his audience. Fine. Okay. Fizzy engaged in sexual relationships with a 14-year-old when he was 17, taking place in May to June of 2024. Usually 3-year age gaps I don't really care too much about, but because there's high school context, but we'll see. We'll see. The victim turned 14 in February of 2024, only 3 to 4 months prior to the interactions. He turned 18 that year, making their age gap 3 years. Fizzy had his birthday publicly displayed on his account being December 2006, while the victim was born in 2010. It is important to note the 3-year age gap here. They were 14 and 17 at this time, but the 14-year-old had recently turned 14 and had only been 14 for 3 to 4 months. Fizzy was going to turn 18 that year. This makes their age gap 3 years. This means that he was going to be an adult that year, while the victim was still barely a teenager. Okay. TLDR on what Fizzy has done. Knowingly allowed a 14-year-old around the NSFW. I mean, we'll figure it out, I guess, but sure, we'll read through this as well. Sexted a 14-year-old while being 17, exchanged pornography with a 14-year-old, discussed kinks with a 14-year-old, constantly called the 14-year-old a good girl in a sexual context, coerced the 14-year-old into thinking his porn account is a safe space, discussed murder drones pornography with the 14-year-old. I mean, that's you covered that with the exchange pornography, but whatever. Deactivated account to escape accountability, blaming the victim in response, attempting to dig up dirt on the victim in a response to this resurfacing. Okay.
And go read the replies to your tweet.
They've already got
14
replies.
and 17. Okay.
Why does this change anything, Pink Circle? Why do you need me to check my DMs at this point? I mean, it's nice. It's funny that she responded to me, though. So thanks for sending that.
Forgot I had this person blocked when he made the GC, but they didn't bother to read the part where she forces someone to see her dick despite multiple times they tell her no.
What do you mean they forced? How How did you force someone to do that? What are you even talking about? That also would mean that they were sending CPs. So if they have evidence of that, they're in possession of it. What is this?
Yeah.
Too tired to care.
Why are we? Here's a question, right? Why are we like attacking this kid in regards to this behavior when what it should have been is like, hey,
Astrid, you should come here on the live stream. We'll talk to you.
You should have been like, hey,
And we'll be very
shouldn't
nice.
be fucking doing that.
We won't say
Okay,
anything.
you're 15, right? You shouldn't be doing that. That's incredibly dangerous. Not turning it into like a hit piece document, right?
Like, I'm not even responding to this person because they're just so like obliquely retarded. I mean, this is like,
So dumb, man.
I just, my God. You can't force people to see anything. Exactly. Like, I just, okay, whatever. Anyways, okay. Blaming the victim in response, attempting to dig dirt on the victim in response to their resurfacing. The messages. There are multiple.
Someone just said her dick.
Good question. There are multiple instances in the files in which he calls the victims sexual pet names while sexting, is calling them a good girl. We already saw this, yes. Does this more than once? Yes, we get it. While the embeds are broken, the messages surrounding the images should give more context. He also discusses kinks with her, mentioning gunplay. In case you do not know what gunplay is, in a nutshell, it's sexual activity involving guns. Shocking. Keep the last point in mind where it states that he has deactivated the accounts these interactions took place in. This is why the messages are formatted the way they are. The only pieces from... Okay, I'm sorry to bring us back to this. I just realized something. Why did this Astrid person frame this as if they had already had me blocked?
Yeah. What?
You do realize we have a live stream where we're on your account, so...
Yeah.
Like-
now it's just
Yeah,
live
now
update.
we're
It's
blocked.
live.
Yeah, we're
It's
blocked
live
now.
Oh
update.
wait, no, sorry. Go back to the top. Now they're 17 years old.
No.
not 18
There were
anymore.
there were two different people who wrote the doc.
Okay,
This
okay.
one was
I
17
thought-
and the other
for a
one was
second
18.
there, I thought they just age regressed. In
That would
front
be
of us. I was like, what the fuck?
that would be
You're gonna
fucking
refresh.
diabolical, motherfucker. Like,
Again.
I was like, something weird is going on here.
Jesus.
I mean,
Okay, to 17. Still, man. What the fuck?
I just
Doing.
Astrid,
Like-
you should come on here. We can talk.
No.
hell no, hell
Good
no.
side chat, Vic. Vic, good side chat.
Like,
Got her mad. Shit, over here.
you got her mad. Dove emojis. Yeah, I'm just like, dude, this is okay.
Got a
Great.
bad son.
You know what you need to do, Himpleton? Put him in the group chat.
Unleash
You want
him.
to join? Vic?
No, Astrid's already gone. So
No, that was not what I was asking, Jackson. It's worse.
yeah, it's so much worse than whatever you could think. Okay, let's get back to Fizzy because it seems like there's actually something here with Fizzy. If we'll see, but okay. Exactly, Bungless. You want to see my dick? No. Sends it anyway. Blocks them. The end. Yep. That's usually how that works. Yes, that's correct. Anyways, keep the last point in mind where he states that he's deactivated the accounts these interactions took place in. That's why the messages are formatted the way they are. The only pieces from this account remaining are the exported emails, as Twitter would send you emails when you receive the direct messages. The username account was Soft Soder, with there being two display names in the emails. One being Freaky, upon on his username Fizzy, with the other display name being Alec. Later on this document, we'll show you how we discovered it, what we discovered in order to tie this account to him 100% before he had admitted to it. Okay. Here is a link to all the exported emails that contain the messages that Fizzy sent this 14-year-old. Keep in mind that due to the emails being the only exported way of the chat messages, you cannot see the victim's direct messages. However, this does not excuse Fizzy's actions whatsoever. The email HTML has also been edited to remove the victim's name in question. Keep in mind that Fizzy is also already admitted to these messages being real. Good girl, good girl, good girl. Who's a good girl? Yes, you are. Good girl. No, this is not the same screenshot. She says it multiple times. All right, let's look at the exported emails, I suppose. Even though, again, this is a 3-year age gap, which I don't necessarily have. Wait, it's literally just these 4 files, and it's making me download them?
Yeah, I'm assuming you download them and you put them in an HTML viewer.
Okay.
Right. Are these just raw logs?
I'm pretty
I guess
sure.
we'll find out.
Watch it just have like child porn.
No.
I know. I'm like, what are you
Don't
doing
even
here?
joke. I would just take your screen off. I don't trust these because these are raw logs.
What the fuck is it doing?
Yeah, we're in. We've got Himpleton's.
And we ratted Himpleton. And
It's your printer? What the fuck?
that's what it's doing. I'm like, why is it doing this? Stop. Stop trying to get me to print it. I don't want to print it. Stop.
Look at these. You will print these messages out.
This is how we're gonna do the stream. You're gonna have
Yeah, you just
hold
scroll
them
down,
up to
I
your
guess.
webcam.
Yeah.
Up to your webcam.
Exactly. I'm gonna print them and like show them. Yeah. Okay. So
And you see her, just move your finger down. Yeah.
Hi.
Fuck.
How are you? I forgot to respond, maybe. Yeah. Hi. I mean, if you wanna.
One thing I'm noticing
Do
is
you?
that this is only one side of the conversation.
Yeah, why
Well,
didn't
yeah,
you just
because they-
download the entire Discord DMs?
no, because it's not Discord DMs. It's Twitter DMs, and the person deactivated
Oh,
their
okay, that
account, so they were unable to like fetch them or whatever. So we
Oh,
only
shit,
have
look at
we only have
Dan
the
Hamilton.
Pred side. Look in the group chat. Oh God, who's this?
Things are getting serious.
I would say they pressured people for nudes or not. She did call me an Indian pedophile and slur. She can't reclaim her well for like 0 reason. I mean, yeah, that sucks. I'm sorry that they did that.
I'm talking about them re-adding the one person.
Is this about Fizzy this time?
What the hell?
I'm Okay, so the Astro person is now saying, "Let's start off on better footing." I thought you hated me and blocked me. I'm gonna say that. Okay.
Apparently
I'm so
this
fucking
Shocky,
mad right now.
Apparently, the Shocky Leo guys talked about like other situations. Apparently you've covered the Doom by Face stuff. Apparently they talked about that stuff as well. Interesting.
Sharky Leo.
Yeah,
And-
yeah.
Okay, interesting. Okay, so continuing on in these
So
messages
they're
here.
a drama whore.
Okay.
So Astrider is saying now I have an automatic blocker.
Oh, that makes.
Oh, yeah.
How does that
Sure.
make sense?
Sure.
What are you talking about?
No, that doesn't make sense. We showed their profile on stream and he was not blocked. Am I crazy?
Maybe it was the other person's
Look at the
profile.
wall.
Maybe the real blocker was the friends we made along the way. About that. Person, you ever thought about that? This person wants to be treated like just like an effing human being.
They just want to be. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Okay. It's like my favorite song says.
I thought you
okay.
liked Oingo Boingo.
I mean, I do, but I can also like other songs.
Okay.
Okay. Aw, good girl. If you want me to, that is. Aw, hee hee. Aw, are you? :3. What are you doing? Hi. Scary. Very scary. Moi. Okay, great. Very compelling. Hello. How are you? I'm good. :3. Hee hee, hi there. Hello. Hi. Hello. Aw, that's a cute name you got for me there. You like calling me that? Hee hee. Okay. I love murder drones. Fuck. I can't send art in bulk, but I'll send images one by one. Image.
Inside shot.
Image.
Oh, really?
Image. Or there. Okay, let me check side chat.
Dude, it just gets worse. It just keeps getting worse. It's the same person.
Let me see.
You'll instantly recognize the name. What is going on?
I'm not even
confused.
I'm not even
What is
commenting on
going
that.
on?
I'm genuinely not even commenting on that, dude. That is fucking ridiculous. I can't even. I'm not even gonna say anything. Okay.
There. I have a problem, fire emoji. Indeed. Anyways, what are you up to? Fire.
I also did that, and okay, so they've people are clarifying to me now that the first victim just establishes a pattern, and the next two later on are both 15 while he was 19. Okay, so that would be yes, that would be bad. That would be very bad. Yes.
See? Now we're getting somewhere.
During both of these instances, he was 19, interacting with them and sending porn to groom them. He met both of them through the Roblox community due to his position on the game Forsaken before he was fired today. Got it. Okay, gotcha. Noted.
An actual pedophile. Let's go, boys.
What is?
Sound the alarm.
Okay.
But I actually did it. I actually did it to some actual art of me, which was pretty surreal, but it felt nice. Awesome. I'll show some of the art for like 5 seconds, then delete it, okay? Wait, does that delete for you as well? Ah. Ole. Let's pretend I never sent that. Dude, I love this artist. Because it's literally how I act with my GF.
Okay, so what I will say about this as well is it does seem like he understands what he's doing here is wrong, or at the very least he feels like what he's doing is wrong, because he's talking about sending like assumedly pornographic art and then talking about deleting it afterwards. Okay, not a good sign. Oh guys, I just realized I wasn't showing you any of that, but guess what, guys? It doesn't matter that I wasn't showing you any of that,
It's
because
just
look, it's literally just this. So don't, if you guys feel like left out, don't worry about it. Okay, because these are just the predator side or alleged predator side of these messages, because they deactivated their account after, so it was the only way to get the messages. Wait, does that delete for you? Okay, so we already did that. Okay, it's whatever. Let's pretend I never sent that. Dude, I love this artist, because this is literally how I act with my girlfriend. Literally, same. I'm not too into gunplay, but I can see why others would be. Like, if I pulled a gun on Lila, she'd be scared, so yeah. Ignore my PFP. Hi. Me and my girlfriend have both decided she's oozy and I'm in, and so that's that. Yeah. Autistic eyes.
Blank will always stand by this. Trans people are swag.
True.
Dude. Whoa, based.
I love being supported by my trans buddies. You're more awesome. Link. Literally love this artist. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, I posted that one too. It was my profile picture at one point.
We need to talk about this.
Link. Fuck yes, ice cream I made. Okay, great. I left it out for way too long, but that isn't ice cream. I would probably just make you food. I know how to cook surprisingly well.
What food you want, girly? I could probably make a cake. Probably.
Link.
I love this artist. As in who? The girl or the femboy? Well, that's already true. You are a girl after all. Valid! :3.
Damn, girl, you freaky.
Link. It's okay. Everyone on my account is. Hee. Me too, sometimes. :3. Hee. Hi there. Aw, good girl. Do you? Hee. Good girl. Aw, look at the little kitty.
Little kitty cat. Who's a good girl? Yes, you are.
Face.
Okay.
You doing all right there? That's good. Face. Hi. Hello. How are you? Oh, you doing all right now? Good girl. Maybe not in a romantic sense, of course, but you are a good girl.
:3. Hee.
Okay.
Okay, so that's that. All right, so let's get back to it. So we got the good girls here. Grooming happens over time. Yes, we know. Yes,
definitions.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Below, you'll see Fizzy using a variety of pet names.
It's not just grooming, it's
we
manipulation.
Okay. When he's sending images, keep in mind these images are porn. Yes. He repeatedly sends porn to the victim multiple times in the files. It totals to 8 images that he sent the victim. He then says this once he sends all the images, which is the I have a problem, I'll show you the art for 5 seconds and then delete it. There's another instance in which porn is sent to the victim. He tries to delete it and then realizes the image was only deleted for him, not for the victim. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. His initial response. This section is simply meant to show the results of Sharky Leo's, conversation with Fizzy in regards to his conduct to try and see if there was any context that could have made this any better. E.g. not knowing the age, details being left out, Fizzy not actually being their stated age, etc. Unfortunately, all I got was a selection of tactics that groomers usually use, such as victim blaming, leaving out the details, and trying to dig up dirt on the victim to intimidate them into silence like they did previously. Alright, so Vic, you want to play the alleged groomer? You're really good at that.
Oh.
Okay.
You're a really good pedophile, yeah.
I got messaged a lot of screenshots of you allegedly talking inappropriately to a 14-year-old in your private account when you were 17. I wanted to ask if there was any context as to why that happened or took place. Wanted to preface that I'm not actually trying to hang you or anything, since I went to you for context. People can cherry pick things.
Oh, that was a while ago, honestly. Something that happened between me and a certain person. Forgot exactly who, but this was a while ago. But when I was dating my ex, I was already pretty sure everything was cleared up and resolved with said person. That's something I'm proud of doing when I was 17, but I have changed since then and don't do that dumb shit. I'm pretty sure this was all resolved privately back when it happened.
I see. Do you have any evidence of you making up with said person? Because the perspective I'm being told about is far different.
Do you mind letting me know the perspective?
Let me ask this person, because I'm getting a bit confused myself.
Alright, I'll go through the DMs I had with my friend about it. As I remember, we spoke about this when it was all going down.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that. Because it's a really bad look if somebody's going to go around posting these things if it's unresolved. The person in question wants to stay in... Okay, this music's way too fucking intense, dude. Jesus fucking Christ. We need, like, ambient music. I liked the Resident Evil save room theme. That was good. That was a good one. Let's do that. Let's just do, like... Can we just do... Yeah, save rooms themes. Yeah, I like those. Those are good. Are they all 1 hour? Why are they all 1 hour? Let's just do that. Actually, we'll do this one, because this is, like, the classic. Or one of the classics. Great. Okay. And then, so we have these screenshots right here. I don't know, they supposedly left the fucking internet after they already got fucking outed for doing some fucking horrible shit. Oh wait, that's you. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'd appreciate that, because it's a really bad look if someone's going around posting these things if it's already unresolved. The person in question wants to stay anonymous, but they're apparently that person. They say you two haven't spoken since 2024. I'm not sure if they're misremembering. There you go.
I remember this person in question posted about it, I think on their Twitter a while ago. And my friend, I believe, spoke to them and got them to delete wherever they had posted.
I don't know.
who supposedly had left the fucking internet after they already got fucking outed for doing horrible shit.
I'm not gonna lecture you until I figure this out. I don't think you're fully at fault, considering they seem to be outed for manipulating people into sexual situations.
They were really pussy. I never did anything weird with them.
We have to figure out what to do about that tweet.
This was us, like, talking about when they first posted it.
I see.
I remember.
Do you have evidence of them being pushy with you? Because the thing is, you still were 17 and they were 14. There must be, like...
Telling my friend about it, owning up to what I did. He did forgive me. I'll try to find out.
That doesn't have anything to do with them being pushy, but okay. A lot of context left out. Alright.
I don't have anything because both accounts that were used, I'm pretty sure, are since deleted. I just know that this person is known for doing stuff like this and being pushy on the people back then. But I don't know if they have changed since then. I would assume so. Fuck, I don't know if I have their old account. Wait, I'm gonna keep looking.
Fizzy, this is a 14-year-old, man. You gotta look for this shit. This is really bad. I get that they were a bad person back then, but it doesn't excuse the shit that I was sent. I would have thought that they just lied about their age or something. If there isn't any context, you knowingly sexted a 14-year-old and sent them shit like murder drones porn.
Give me a little bit. I'm going through DMs to find anything I can.
Alright. As you can probably tell, my concerns were growing as the information provided was either not substantial, a testimony with no evidence, or deflection. At this point, the reality of Fizzy's actions toward this child is beginning to dawn on me, despite me trying to be cordial. Fizzy cannot seem to genuinely accept responsibility, only casting blame on the child he's victimized. This shows a complete lack of change, despite what he tries to tell everyone who confronts him about this. Oh god, you've got a whole fucking monologue over here. For fuck's sake.
Oh my, help me.
Hold on, let me zoom it in for you so it's a little easier at least.
Yeah.
I don't know what they are saying about me, but I never did ERP with this person or anything, just to make that clear. Yes, I was sexual with them. Yes, I do obviously regret that, but I never could have done anything to go past any boundaries because I'm not that type of person. I don't understand why they are bringing this up now, as they could have done this at any other point and messaged me themselves. I don't know what they're trying to get out of this, whether it's like a get back or something I did to them. I don't remember doing anything to them since that incident was, I'm 99% sure, cleared up. I don't know if this was Rakamara's server or somewhere else, but the only other thing I remember very faintly talking about was with them and how they were going to let it go. I would have to ask Rock if he ever invited this person to his server, but I remember it was in a server. A lot of the other stuff I could find though, that friend I mentioned prior, and they are online right now and probably won't be until tomorrow because of work. I can probably get a lot more information about how this was cleared up tomorrow and have another friend who did know about this said person. Well, I don't know if they would be able to or be willing to shed some light on the situation tomorrow at all, but this was almost 3 years ago at this point, and I have changed from the weird shit I used to do back then. I've been looking for a lot of stuff and I cannot find anywhere in my messages where I say it was cleared up. I'm pretty sure it was mentioned in a VC with this said friend, but I would assume that considering the tweet about it was deleted, everything was already fine. Also, found these on that said person, which as you said, doesn't excuse stuff, but I feel like it's worth bringing up anyway, as it's relevant to the person. Both of these were made, I believe, after everything with me had happened. As Lizzie have already DM'd you, I will try my absolute hardest to get all information I can about this tomorrow, as it's something I take very seriously. And I wasn't prepared for this to be dropped on my head again, so that's why I'm scrambling to find things. But I hope this is a tiny bit of clarity / added context until I try to give you more information.
This part's hard to read, so
Here's a transcript. That's fine. We already did it. As a side note, we would like to include Lizzie's response to the situation. We learned recently that Fizzy intentionally left out the information to her, which is why she responded in the way that she did. Fizzy did not tell her the whole truth because he knew that she would break up with him otherwise. So this is his ex-girlfriend. Jackson, would you like to be Lizzie? Okay, thanks.
All right, I guess I'm gonna do it.
I suppose.
Oh, okay. Hey Lizzie, is it cool if I get into contact with Fizzy for a second? I wanted to ask them about something very important I came across regarding them.
I suppose.
Appreciate it. Just wanted to clear up some misunderstandings.
Is it like that?
Well, it depends on their answer, but I'm pretty sure Fizzy isn't in any trouble right now.
Okay.
Not trying to stress either of you out, I'm just the messenger here.
I can ask him.
Alrighty.
I don't know if he's awake right now, though.
All good.
It's pretty late for him.
Whenever he's awake and able to get into contact, let me know.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Have a good one.
Sent it.
Alrighty, thank you.
I can't do this anymore. Okay, I heard about it. I think is it okay if you can wait until his friend can get online and until you do anything? It's been almost 3 years where he doesn't have access to most of his side of the evidence. But given it's supposedly been cleared up, it's not resolved before his friend should have it. I think that would at the very least be fair. I feel like this is the type of situation that should not be rushed.
I don't mind waiting. That's exactly what I told Fizzy. Rushing into things creates life-ruining allegations.
Yeah, I appreciate that at least.
Keep in mind that the friend in question was not the person he attempted to contact in order to get the dirt on the victim. I do not believe waiting for a response past this stage is necessary, as Fizzy's responses have been some variation of victim blaming or attacking of their character. It is wholly irrelevant whether a victim is a bad person, because it doesn't excuse sexually abusing them. If a robber was raped as punishment by a homeowner, would the fact that the robber was sexually exploited suddenly be okay? Is the robber an adult? Never mind. Never mind. I shouldn't get into that. Okay, it's fine. Of course not. These are once again manipulation tactics that involve the use of the perfect victim fallacy, which is fair. That's fair. That part's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate that at least.
He can take as long as he needs to respond, as long as it's substantial.
Okay. He's just very stressed right now, so he's probably going to need a bit, alongside waiting for his friend. He has very high-functioning Asperger's, so I'm just trying to calm him down. And I felt like messaging you would help. Thank you. I'll let him know.
All good. You're welcome. Again, I can wait until this is something that's obviously very, very serious.
Thumbs up emoji. By the way, Alec
you, Vic.
is... Okay.
Oh, okay. Sent him a really, really long message. With a bit of added context. I'll try to get anything I can tomorrow.
All good.
Okay. A bit of a silly ask, but no matter what, can you at least wait a bit before doing anything, like, regardless of his response? Not too long. My period starts really soon, plus it's our 1 year on the 1st. So, like, for my mental health, I'd want to request nothing gets done until my period's over at minimum. It's okay, I can do as well, though. I guess it does depend on if his friend can help him with enough evidence.
Can we just fucking end the stream, man?
There's a bit of a line on how much we can sit on serious information like this. I gave him a day to give me anything else. After further clarification, we've learned what Fizzy informed Lizzie was heavily skewed, which affected her responses towards Sharky as a result. I'd like to include bits of their conversation here, which showed Fizzy gave a different narrative to her than what we were told. Lizzie has broken up with Fizzy since this document's release, as this update is being made on July 14th.
Good question, Cogod.
Go ahead.
So, Vic, it's your turn.
Likes it. It's a win-win.
When I was 17, I did like weird shit with a 14-year-old on Twitter DMs. Like this person was being very like pussy and sick towards me, and I did some weird shit.
So, a 3-year gap.
Yeah.
You were forced into it.
Sarky is on my ass for
Fizzy does not mention to her that he was going to be turning 18 this year, and the minor had only recently turned 14. So it was like 3 and some change. It was like almost 4, it seems. Okay.
I'm so scared, like actually prove that I was pressured into it.
Do you need to call?
No, not yet. I just need a minute. I need to go. I'm trying to live for this shit before I break down.
Okay, please stay safe, hon.
Because Sarky's gonna air it.
You probably should. You were 17, were you not? But, like, yeah, it's shaky, but, like, if you were forced into it and we're 17...
This shit was already cleared up, man.
He lies to Lizzie by saying they did not engage in ERP.
Stuff I did with it before. Nothing about them ever came out.
including their age, right?
As far as back as I remember, I didn't know their age, as my friend didn't either, and she was closer than I was.
He lies to Lizzie about not knowing her age. He admitted to us he knew her age, and that her age was in her bio during this time.
Mountains of info on how this person is a bad person, and then I'm the bad guy for how stuff I do as well.
Hold on, closing parentheses.
And Sarky Leo doesn't give a fuck! Because apparently, it doesn't matter. I just purpose to pull it.
Breaking down his response. This section is meant to break down his response and show how he's victim blaming, as well as how he continuously normalized this behavior to her, despite his claims that the victim was pushed into sexual behavior onto him. To begin, he is intentionally downplaying what occurred by describing it as simply being sexual. Fizzy sent this 14-year-old porn on multiple occasions, and was actively sexting them, including but not limited to calling this child sexual pet names and discussing kinks with this 14-year-old. This is a gross understatement that he is making to purposefully downplay his actions and to make the relationship seem less predatory. I don't know what they're saying about me, but I never did ERP with this person or anything beyond, to make that clear. So we already read that. Fizzy states that he would never go past any boundaries. This is yet another attempt to soften his actions and make the encounters he had seem less predatory. Fizzy, you were 17 turning 18 that year it happened, sexing a 14-year-old who had just turned 14. The fact that you did not go past any boundaries she sent did not matter, as you should not have been talking inappropriately to a 14-year-old to begin with. Fizzy reiterates that this occurred 3 years ago, and that he has changed since then. You are not showing indicators of change by intentionally downplaying your actions and demonizing a 14-year-old. Fizzy does this in his initial response to Sharky by sending 2 documents that were made on the victim. This is also expanded upon later in the section, with how Fizzy attempts to dig more dirt to use against the victim. His claims that he made up with the victim, which implies that it doesn't matter, or that the victim in question is only bringing it up to attempt to get back at him. This is intentionally trying to demonize the victim. He is trying to paint them coming out about their experience with him as being revenge in an attempt to discredit them. He claims that he told the victim that he was going to let it go. You cannot let go the fact that you were intentionally predatory towards a 14-year-old and expose this developing child to porn. The effects of early porn introduction follow a child for the rest of their life. Yeah, we know. One important detail to note is that when asking the victim directly, they stated that they do not remember any instance in which they made up with Fizzy. They state that the last time they talked was in 2024. I literally don't remember making up with them. I'm so sorry, bro. Actually, hell, scrap that. The last time we even fucking talked was back in 2024. To break down his claims that the victim was pushy, we need to address the obvious elephant in the room. He knowingly allowed a 14-year-old into his 18-plus account. Allowing a child into a sexual space normalizes sexual behavior to them, making them more susceptible to coercion. The next step, after putting a child in the space that normalizes this, is beginning to talk sexually to the child. You can see this multiple times, where he sexes 14-year-old, where he calls her sexual pet names, such as calling her a good girl, where he sends her porn, where he talks about kinks and fetishes to her. See below to show the times that he was talking about kinks to her, such as gunplay. But he showed that. Fizzy attempts to make himself out to be a safe space for the victim, being supportive of the victim's trans identity and reiterating it multiple times in a very off-putting manner. This in itself does not seem very sinister. However, this constant reiteration of their supportiveness is a common tactic used by groomers to make their victims see them as a safe space, especially when they do not have a safe space in other places in their lives. Once Fizzy began to sexually engage with this child, he utilized another common grooming tactic to try to quiet any concerns they have. You reiterate to them that this is normal, that everyone does this, that it's okay, so that they will not question it. Fizzy does this to the victim. Fizzy directly tells her that everything on my account is this way. This is telling her that this is okay. This is giving that child a green light. It is openly giving them the door to continue talking sexually to you. How can you say she pushed you into this when you actively encouraged and normalized it? You allowed a child into a sexual space where the content is normalized to them. You began to talk with her sexually and told it was normal in order to encourage her to continue. This is textbook grooming. Porn introduction, normalization, participation, and then encouragement to continue. Later on, once he was asked privately about the interactions by Sharky, he began to try to get others to dig up quote-unquote dirt on the victim. The victim has requested that their name stays hidden. In case you recognize them based on the descriptions, we ask you not reveal it in respect of their privacy. So, I don't know who is who here, but...
So, if you look in the group chat, they posted who was who.
Oh, okay. What can you just tell me?
The groomer is Fizzy/Alec. Lizzie is his girlfriend. Victim 1 is Jay. Victim 2 is
so
B.
Carson and Revy. Who is Carson and Revy?
Oh, it's just some random people we threw in here for a fun fact.
Yeah, like, hello? And yes, you did hear gunplay. I guess it's weird sexual stuff involving guns.
They should like put the gun in their mouth, drool all over it,
We
nice
have some
and
server
wet.
experts who can educate you on that.
What do you mean?
Worry about it.
Okay, these two names throw up some screenshots 3 times, but never show up afterwards. Right. So I think they are just here for shits and giggles.
Like, what's the point? Who are these people? Maybe Carson was sent on behalf of
Victim?
Fizzy? No, because it seems like they're trying to get dirt on the victim.
Be right back.
Okay. Hey, pal. Do you have anything on blank that initiates something sexual / did they initiate it? Another thing that popped up and I was wondering, just need everything I can get.
No, she's been behaving. Only bad thing has happened is her sending hate to Bell via her server, and that's it. Poor bastard Bell, dude.
I know.
Yeah, about that.
I've been in the loops, but I don't know what you mean by about that.
This is a clear attempt to silence someone, coming out by deflecting and bringing up their own accusations in order actions as a way to downplay theirs. Okay. We've already gone over how Fizzy took the same steps that a groomer would one-to-one. Yep, we did. That's fine. I think it's obviously disgusting the way that Fizzy attempts to attack the child in order to try and justify their own behavior. This has happened before with cases where victims are harmed. Not all victims are going to be exactly the same or be perfect angels.
I think we already read that.
Oh, right. Told Sharky Leo about all this shit.
Okay, it seems to be more of a situation between Fizzy and Sharky Leo then.
Blank themselves are talking about being pushy, and I was wondering if you had any evidence of Blank being pushy, because it's very clear she was.
Hang on.
A child is going to engage with you sexually when you're actively encouraging this behavior. There are multiple times in which he makes the victim more comfortable with this behavior in conversation. You cannot shift the blame onto a developing child when you are exposing this developing child to pornography. This is early porn introduction, or early porn exposure, a common tactic used by, yeah, we know. Trying to get dirt on the victim is showing that you know your actions are wrong, and trying to distract from them by pointing out someone else's flaws. Yeah, we get you. All right, so Revy says, okay, and then we already read that. Fizzy has to find someone who had evidence since their old account is gone. I don't know. Most of my interactions... Oh, okay, you're back. All right, go back. Go ahead, yeah.
Most of my interactions with Blank are just us chatting, no actually pushy stuff.
I see.
Essentially, I'm not your best choice to go to due to this.
Connecting the account to Fizzy. This is to show the evidence we gathered that connected this account to Fizzy before he admitted to these interactions. We believe this is still important to include to show that the account is still his 100%. The account that he used to message the 14-year-old had 2 different display names, Freaksy and Alec, as stated previously. It was very easy to locate multiple accounts Fizzy had during this time that had the display name Alec, the most notable being his Letterboxd and his Spotify. His Letterboxd links to the Twitter account he was using during this time, Fizzy Flux. This document should now have proven without a shadow of a doubt that Fizzy Flux has sexually groomed and exploited a 14-year-old in 2024 while being aware of their age. He's repeatedly not taken accountability for his actions, deleted accounts and evidence, victim blamed the 14-year-old, and used a variety of tactics to try to shift the blame. The victim has come forward as a result of Fizzy's repeated hypocrisy, ignoring people victimized by manipulators and doxers simply because it's not pedophilia or grooming.
Seeing everyone get Google Docs and callouts on each other this year has been exhausting, man. Every time I see one now, I'm not even alarmed, I just sigh and scroll past. Like I genuinely don't care anymore. It's happened like 10 times in the span of 2 months. I've been just keeping to myself, and mostly just avoiding anything that happens on Twitter because of stuff like this, lol. I only ever read shit if they're like a genuine pedophile or groomer, like relationship drama. I don't even bother anymore.
The call is coming from inside the house, Fizzy. Take accountability for your actions, stop blaming others, and maybe you can grow as a person. You clearly haven't changed if you're more focused on the child that you victimize has the Twitter Google Doc on them. There's absolutely no excuse for this, and you should not have a platform with this conduct. Here's a statement from the victim. You want to be the victim?
What Fizzy did does not excuse what I did prior to this. I was a perfect person and no one was, but Fizzy was the adult in here and he should have took any type of accountability. Fizzy, if you're reading this, I want you to take accountability over this. Your ex-girlfriend is still not aware of you cheating behind her back with a kid talking sexual stuff to said kid. I know that you're often searching for dirt on me. I know Lizzie is trying to back you up on this too. You two aren't so mature as you make yourselves to be.
You harmed a child and scarred them for life, and then deleted your accounts, moving on to building a platform off of their work. You then lied to your peers about what this child had done to try to excuse your predatory behavior. This is beyond vile, and if anybody tries to make excuses for this, you're perpetuating rape culture and blaming a child for being sexually exploited. There's a video of someone doing gunplay and the guy putting... Okay, thanks, Speed Racer. Very cool. You are a gooner. This will conclude the document. We will update it with appropriate stuff if we need to. I think that there's 2 more... Yeah, here it is. Okay, great. Fizzy's next response. Fizzy's response document is so laughably terrible that we do not feel the need to spend a long time going over it. In this document, Fizzy lies about ages, dates, and attempts to slander the victim by making himself look better. This is all a ploy to garner sympathy, and thankfully, it did not work. My response and explanation, love you guys. Their response is attached here. Feel free to read it at your own discretion, but one look at the replies and quotes should tell you everything. You admitted to us you knew she was 14. Trying to pull a sly move on us by asking us to delay our document didn't work, did it? You admitted to us about knowing she was 14. You had her added on Discord where she had her age in her bio, instantly posting a response only to have it complete with lies. Right. Their response would actually have meant something if there wasn't an entire next section in this document showcasing the fact that they were still predating on several minors. Yet again, this person is completely unsafe to have around, and you should ban them for all their communities. Attempting to silence victims and grooming others at the same time is an unforgivable sin, and nobody should give this person a second chance. That's all for this section. Further victims and evidence. This is where we start getting the 4-year age gaps. Kitty, congratulations on getting a job offer. That's awesome.
Hell yeah, dude. This is the one with an actual pedophile.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, that first one, it was nearly a 4-year age gap. So we're already getting into, like, pretty bad territory. And if it's as Astrid said to us, and it's just establishing the pattern, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the legally bad territory.
Correct. This section of the document is to document another instance of Fizzy being inappropriate to a 15-year-old while being 19 years old. This is another age gap of about 3 to 4 years, which is clearly a pattern of the victims Fizzy looks out for.
Okay, let's not call yourself a whore. You're 15. You're just hypersexual.
I do not like that. Not a good start. Okay, not a fan. Great. Fizzy added this child on their NSFW private Twitter account. Okay, so this really is a pattern. Interesting. This account contains admissions not only of his actions, but DMs where he sends porn to this child as a reward for winning in an Among Us game while still being fully aware of their age and waiting to send more. This is textbook grooming. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Hey, Das.
Holy shit!
Das, good luck on the job interview. Good luck. Just don't fret about it too much. Just take a deep breath and go in there and you know, if you're religious, say a prayer. You got this. You'll be fine.
Don't ask about money. That's one thing I've learned.
Yeah, don't ask about money. Just try to make yourself sound as good of a like a good addition to the company as much as you can, you know?
Holy shit, the trio, bro, the trio!
GIF.
If we win, I'll send Jay dough.
Gee, you bet!
Easy.
Lick eyes, folded. I killed the first dude.
I didn't kill anyone. Lol.
So responding to, I like this one too.
This is fire.
Oh, wait. I guess, okay, yeah. You're right, sorry. Go ahead.
This is fire!
Yup. They call me dough the way I'm cracking that, though.
Let me make sure that doesn't actually show porn. Okay, it doesn't. We're cool. Weird, forsaken Roblox porn. Awesome.
Fun fact.
Sends username, catgirl breeding. Okay. And then responding to, you'll be touched by a melting iron rod.
What did I do?
And then sends a tweet that says, more noob. Forsaken Rule 34. Roblox porn. Amazing hashtags.
This one gives me a boner.
Marked. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I don't like this at all. Go ahead, Jackson.
Oh, also, did you get your Forsaken pay?
Hey, as a victim of Fizzy Flux, I feel uncomfortable with you content farming off the situation. It makes me feel a bit uncomfortable. What the fuck are you talking about? Hello, random person. I'm sorry that I'm raising awareness to the allegations that this person is facing. I'm sorry that you have a problem with it, but it's not going to change me raising awareness to it and covering it. I didn't ask for your permission. Sorry. It's terrible that, I don't know which victim you are here, but it's a terrible thing that you very clearly, if you're victim 1, I don't know about grooming, it was definitely grooming behavior, and the age gap is really, really sus. But if it's either one of the other two, I mean, it's literally just grooming, and I'm terribly sorry that that happened to you. I don't understand what the fuck you're talking about with content farming. I'm raising awareness to it. I would think that that would be something you would want to happen. But again, I'm not really asking your permission to do this. It's a public document, so I'm going to go over it. Sorry. Yeah, then, okay, you're one of the victims after the first part. Then you were groomed. And that's a terrible, terrible thing that's happened to you. And I'm very sorry that it did. But it's a little strange to come in here and act like I'm content farming something just because I'm reading something in, you know, voices so that it's a little bit more compelling for the audience, right? I don't really get that. I'm raising awareness around it. It's not like I'm condoning any of these actions, right? So I was caught unaware initially. Apologies. I thought it was content farming with how you titled it. Sorry. I have to title it in a way that's going to compel people to join. That's just how it goes, right? Like, listen, you're a victim, okay? Like, nothing changes that. And, you know, I mean, it's just, if I don't title it in a compelling way, nobody's going to click on it. That's how it works. Unfortunately, you kind of have to play the game a little bit. You have to make sure that people want to come into the stream and view it, right? I'm not going to shit on you. I don't think you're a bad person or anything. And I'm sorry that you were victimized, okay? Genuinely. And that goes for chat too. Don't shit on this person, okay? It seems like it was just a misunderstanding, okay? All right. So, okay, go ahead.
You get your Forsaken pay?
Nah, I'm waiting till Azor, because I'll get bank.
Alright. Remember the 40k for the Infernus V2 stuff? Or some?
Didn't I already pay you for that?
Let me check real quick.
Keep on going, and then I'll say after this message.
I did get Nitro, though. It was a gift, which is awesome either way.
This is even worse. So it's like a employer-employee relationship, it seems.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Which is like, that's like, it was already bad enough. I mean, it's already grooming, right? But this is like significantly worse because there's not only the power dynamic of like this guy being some kind of a larger like presence within an extremely large Roblox game, but then it's also the power dynamic of like employer-employee relationship with that age gap. That's really fucked. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fucked. Okay.
Wasn't the Nitro the payment, though? I'm lost.
Let's take a look.
It's okay if I'm able to. Once I've de-vaxxed, I'll slide you a little something. Yeah, I could have sworn the Nitro was the payment. I should share some bookmarks with you in a bit. I got good stuff, I think.
Fizzy additionally has another alternative account on Twitter, where he mentions his past actions and what's going to happen to him when his grooming of minors comes out. 19, private account, don't leak, post is protected. This is his account. Below are the screenshots of his admittance. Chances y'all don't see me soon, and I hop onto another account. But stuff from when I was 17 is being brought up again. So if shit hits the wall tomorrow, I love you guys and good night. Love you guys. See you on the other side. Hope Aaron is understanding. He has also immediately made another Discord account, attempting to garner and isolate his former minor friends onto it in order to possibly exploit them.
Are you good?
Moving accounts if you want my handle. NSFS Most Wanted 2012.
This is the same minor he has been sexually grooming, showing that he wants to continue this abusive relationship with the child. Someone now informed of his actions is censored here. Gotcha. Once the minor had figured out the true nature of Fizzy, he immediately blocked this child and attempted to run away. He changed it again and blocked me. User ID. Go ahead.
I never expected Fizzy to turn out as a groomer or a disgusting fucker. He's genuinely the kindest person I've ever met online. So seeing all this come out made me deny everything. I genuinely couldn't believe this. Even if we knew each other for 4 months, I genuinely saw him as a very close friend. I'm so fucking disappointed. I don't even know what to feel. He's been there for me when I was at my lowest, and we would play Forsaken and other things together. It fucking hurts to see him turn out like this. How fucking stupid am I? Or was I?
Okay. Red's body makes me hard, not gonna lie. Rose, which part of Strange were you in? I guess, bro. You're still the kindest creature I ever met, by the way, from Belle. How many kids can put in an island? At O2. I try. Another victim who has also contacted me to testify that Fizzy offered them, a child who was living in their subpar household, 16, somewhere to live if they'd like to move out. While not seeming too bad on the surface, if you look deeper into Fizzy's predatory backstory, it paints a much more sinister light of what they would have done with this child if completely isolated.
Fuck, I was gonna move in with Fizzy after I got out with my mom.
If you ever go like homeless and need a place to stay, just hit me up.
So, yeah, can you tell me, like, please? I'm kind of worried because of the fact I'm, like, going to be living with Fizzy after I move out from my parents. Give me a sec. Hey, are you doing alright? How does Vic do the schizophrenic thing? Like, come on.
This brings Fizzy's total victim count to 2 confirmed victims, with one that could have happened had he not been called out on his behavior.
You at least whip and torture the animator so they actually do the thing, because if Fizzy's song is done, that's low genuinely just not fair. See, that's someone who should have had their access promoted to Sharky Leo. Is what actual fucking Sharky pedo do for the game.
Lizzie also seems to call me a pedophile, seemingly over my position of Terror Realm. Lizzie used to be a Terror Realm tester. I had Terror Realm tester beforehand due to being a content creator who advertised the game on my channel. This was included before the context that was shown to us that by Lizzie that Fizzy had intentionally left out the information to her in regards to the relationship he had with the 14-year-old. Since then, Lizzie has apologized. But this shows that Fizzy influenced her behavior heavily, sometimes through leaving out information to her. Overall, this final part of the document serves to solidify Fizzy's guilt without a shadow of a doubt. They are a danger to children and should be treated as such. Thank you for reading. Fizzy has groomed another minor on top of the previously listed victims. This brings the confirmed victim count to 3. The first 3 screenshots were in December of 2025, the exact month that Fizzy turned 19. The Nanan is 15, meaning that as soon as he turned 19, he was sending a minor porn in the Twitter DMs. He let this 15-year-old into his NSFW private, again, pattern of behavior, and then a normal private, the same one that he suicide baited on.
Who's in your profile picture and banner? They look cute. I like freckles.
It's like someone's. Let me see.
And then this that's sent to them, assumedly porn.
Thought you might want to see this. The way I started drooling.
Oh my god. Putting way too much mustard on this. Holy shit.
And we got a GIF, I guess.
Aww.
Honey.
Vic would be so pissed off about that.
Yes. Retweet more stuff like this. Thank you. I like it.
This obviously shows a predatory pattern of behavior where Fizzy allows minors into his NSFW spaces and then sends them porn. He also assigns them to send him specific porn categories, showing his disgusting pattern of reckless behavior. In this case, the minor was 15, and Fizzy was 19. This, by definition, makes Fizzy a pedophile, no doubt about it. He is both a groomer and a pedophile who likes to coerce children into his private account and then have sexual relations with them. The last screenshots are meant to show that she was in the default private account that he also sends to his other victims.
Only thing good is love shot porn. Die of death is some ass, but I can't say this publicly because they'll get me.
Sure. Fizzy was additionally in a VC with this child, actively grooming them into sending suggestive content, preparing them for his exploitation.
I'm gonna make tough stuff, please. This is so ass, lol. I'm gonna post and say I do. It's gonna be amazing. No, I wanna make slut content. Wait, do you have all the samples or is it just the song? This is top tier audio. I tab in and I goon. It's not even that good.
Okay, buddy. And then somebody is saying, hey, this was me earlier that was going to live with Fizzy. There's a ton of us watching this in VC. Well, I'm glad that you didn't end up living with him. Because I have no doubt that something terrible would have happened, to be honest. So I'm glad you dodged that bullet there. And to be clear about earlier, because, you know, I don't want anybody who was victimized by this person to, get the wrong idea that I don't care about them or that I'm trying to do this for the sake of solely content or anything like that. No, I mean, I stuff like this, it's not, you know, I mean, I don't imagine that this is, you know, a huge, I know it's a huge thing that's going on Twitter and stuff like that, but, you know, I'm doing this because obviously, like, I do this for a living, but I do this for a living because I care about it, right? So, you know, I obviously have a lot of sympathy for any of the, you know, victims of this guy, and it's very terrible what he did, for sure. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, I just want to clarify that. I think it's important.
And yeah, I just got a DM saying that is indeed her.
Gotcha.
And I am so very sorry if my really shitty voice acting is offensive.
No, it's not offensive. I mean, the thing is, and this is the thing that I, you know, would like anyone who has been victimized or anything like that to remember, we're not trying to downplay your experience. We're not trying to be offensive. We're trying to make this watchable. Because the fact of the matter is, it has to be watchable. It has to be, like, as terrible as it sounds, it has to be watchable in some regards so that it spreads the information to more people, right? That's just how it is. Like, it really is. It's just that way, right? All right, go ahead.
Okay, so, like, I'm just gonna make this fast. You and your partner are like my Twitter. Oh my god. Oops. My old main, so, like, I was wondering if you can add me on my new account. Cough.
Sure thing.
That is, thank you.
No problem, no problem. Is this a private or a main? Because most privates I follow are on my private.
I'm just making this my new main. I'm keeping it on private because some people are really disgusting to me on my old main, lel.
Oh, fair. Followed, by the way.
Final statement from the victim regarding Fizzy's treatment of them and the disgusting things that he did to them.
We were on call for the first one, and the second is well private, adding because he had an old account before ALC where it was way deeper. It included me in it and 2 other people. In the call, he was fine with me seeing suggestive content and kind of promoted it. Sadly, since I've gotten kicked out of the old private, I had a lot of stuff that I could have shown, and me being 15 at the time was plastered all over my private account and Discord account, which we frequently talked on. My old account I'm talking about is the second screenshot stated and showed I was a minor as well. Oh yeah, and on that NSFW account, he posted his stomach or something else. We got mad and jealous when I said I found a fat dude on it attractive. I don't know, it just seemed weird to me and kept saying he's gonna post dick pics on the super small private, but aside from that, that's all.
So we've seen these. We've seen both of those. There are most likely many more victims of Fizzy that are possibly afraid to speak up about this. Please do not let this person back into any communities, especially around children. I agree. This will likely be the final section of this document.
Was it?
And I think I guess it like looped back to the old section. Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it did.
Okay. Yeah, that sure was a pedophile. Yeah. So interestingly, it does seem like only so Fizzy seemingly has only covered the first. Just still getting hate for complaining about this part. Whatever. Let's see if we can find Fizzy's. Did Fizzy delete all their accounts? What is their... Hold on. Let me go back to the past. This one. Hold on. Let me change accounts real quick. Okay. So it's Fizzy Flux. Let me see. Underscore Flux? No underscore. Gotcha. FLUXX. There it is. Okay. Not deleted. Not a private account either. Okay. My response and explanation. Love you guys. And is this explaining everything? Like the same title? Regarding everything? Or sorry, explaining everything. Still only talks about one of the victims, it seems. Yeah, it's literally just him victim blaming the first one. So
apparently he got the others to delay their document so he could respond to it immediately after. And I think the reason it's only the one is because he knew about only one of the victims. It was calling him out.
Right. So then, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, there's no real way to fucking, defend this. It would have still been somewhat interesting to see them try to, obviously.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to take this out of the bio. Tester at Roblox Forsaken, because evidently they've been fired since this has come out, which is fair. Response was made in advance due to the person being warned. The first one's just really weird. The second and third ones are actual victims, though. Yeah. I don't know. It's odd, right? I don't know that I would necessarily classify it as like full-on grooming, but at the same time, it was very close to a 4-year age gap, right? And on top of that, the behavior exhibited in there was grooming behavior. When you take into account the almost 4-year age gap and the grooming behavior, I don't know. I think you could still potentially call this person a victim, that first person. Not necessarily of grooming, but some kind of like something bad. I don't know. It's an interesting kind of like conundrum there.
Yeah.
So, okay. He's not a pred in my opinion, but he's a huge porn addict. I would disagree with that. Why? What makes you say that he's not a pred? What would make you say that? And out of curiosity. So let's see some of this other stuff. Doc's a bit wonky since there's a lot of people on it. Fizzy's response may lead to flex. I'd like to add that Fizzy delayed. So you already told that. We confronted him privately. He said he would provide evidence to show his innocence. He kept delaying it by saying he would get the evidence, and he used that time to write up a quote-unquote response. So it was just a manipulation tactic. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So if there's nothing else here, we might move on.
Yeah.
Third one was blown out of proportion. Okay. Hey, are you? How old are you? Hey, Waves of the Starless Sea. How old are you? Would love to know. Would love to know. You're 15. That answers all the questions I had. Yep. Makes sense. Okay. Yeah, that checks out. Okay. Yeah, you're a kid, so you don't really know what you're talking about. But yeah, I mean, objectively, if you look at this, that would mean that they're a predator, just so you know. So I'm not gonna throw a bunch of hate at you because you're a child. But kind of figured you were. If you weren't, I was gonna ask you to call in and, talk to you about this, but I'm not gonna have a minor call in. Yeah, this is objectively predatory behavior. And it's like that he's predating on children, right? Like, I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Back. What's going on, guys?
We just finished
You
with
missed
Fizzy
my
Doc.
great voice acting.
He's not a predator, in my opinion. He's just a super point. What are we talking about? What?
It was a 15-year-old, so they just didn't know what they were.
Yeah, but
talking
like,
about.
what are they talking about? Who's not a predator?
Fizzy, the one that we just did the whole document about.
Wasn't it 19 and 15?
Multiple cases of 19 and 15.
Yeah, that's pedophilia.
Yeah, that's objectively
15-year-old, you
pedophilia.
gotta just quit waffling that. You're gonna get groomed.
Yeah,
Be
true.
next.
Honestly, that's actually a good point. Yeah, for your own sake, you gotta kind of figure that out, because
You get anything to eat, Vic?
I wouldn't.
No.
I wouldn't want you to be victimized yourself.
Yeah, no,
so.
don't gaslight yourself into thinking this behavior is normal. It's absolutely
Or
not
appropriate in
normal.
any
It's
way.
against the fucking law. It is
Yeah.
illegal.
That's right.
Nothing normal about it. It might seem like to you at the time, because you're 15, you're young, you probably aren't thinking it in the lens of an adult. You're thinking of it as a kid. It's like, well, it can't be that bad. It is that bad. It's a
Right.
crime.